Hello YouTube fans, here again. I remember doing the original one of this, so why not this one? Plastic Taste 2. That's right, Plastic Taste 2. Now I also remember saying the same there when this come out. They made another marathon of practical special effects, one being Reanimator 2, which I talked about, and one being Society, what I also talked about, and this was the other one. Now, at the time, Plastic Taste, as we all know, was going to be a standalone film because of the popularity and the director making a lot of other well-known movies. One being in 1988, being called Brain Damage, which, funny enough, the actor Basie Ayers and his brother do make a test appearance in this film. They actually make a test appearance in the film Brain Damage. So, all said and done, they thought it'd be a good idea to make a sequel. I've noticed so many days it's going to be a standalone film. They decided to make a sequel, that being Plastic Taste 2. Now, this I would say is a step down from the original, but I still like it. And the reason why I like it is because of the practical special effects, the makeup, the puppetry, and everything. And you can see in this one they put more of a budget. And like the original was done on the cheap, this one was not. You can see there was a budget in the film. So it starts off anyway, there's all bits from the ending of the original one where our mate falling out the window with his brother Elias, and you get the opening. We all know in the original when it ended, both the brains got splattered and they were brown fucking bread. But you know, money talks. So it's also a bit like I say from the original where they fall down and then you get the opening. This time they put the idea they're in a coma and it's been so many days, but they come out of the coma and they escape, which I always find funny because if you've been in a coma, right, for so many days, you're not going to be able to walk. Your body is going to be literally paralysed for so many months until you start to walk again. Think of The Dead Zone, the movie I reviewed, but you know, it's an horror movie and it's a film, so I just went with it. Anyway, he meets this woman called Nana who has all these other people. I know it's not a nice word, but I'm going to say it. They're called freaks. You know, people who are born nasty and deformed, they call them freaks, right? So she brings them to these people who all look like monsters. And I do admit, pardon me, my dog's barking. Stop barking, right? At the end of the day, I love the practical effects. I love the makeup. I love some of the effects. You've got one guy looks like a fog. You've got one woman with a face a bit like that. So I do admit that's why I do like the idea. It does have imagination, and you can see there's a budget in the film. There's a lot of good imagination in it and a lot of good makeup. And you stop barking. Anyway, where was I? So you've got that. You've got this one reporter who's a bit of a bitch, and she notices what's happening. She notices that Elias has escaped with his weird brother. The only thing with this is, I always thought when I first saw this, it was bloody, it was gruesome, it was this, it was that, right? And it was everything. Even my dog's getting excited now, coming up doing me a snog, right? So at the end of the day, I always thought that it was bloody and gruesome. It was only after so many days when I saw the original. Not really that so, because you see blood splats. You've seen it in every other film fucking going. Blood splats on the wall, blood splats here, blood splats everywhere. You've seen it in every fucking other movie going. But you just see the aftershocks. It's not as graphic as what I thought. But it's still a good film, But where was I? Yeah, you get that reporter, right? And she wants to investigate. She goes to Nana's house because you know it's about the people who was called freaks, hidden away. But then they know that she's not daft. She'll be looking into it. There's one guy who's taking fast shots. You might have seen it in the original trailer of Plastic Taste 2. And he gets killed again at Aftershock. You got the idea, he gets killed by Elias. But our mate, he falls in love again, like in the original one. He falls in love with this girl. But this is a bit where I love it. I don't really want to spoil it, so I might just do what I normally do, right? But anyway, you get another guy who's a detective, and you think you've seen him before. Figment of the movie kid, Von Blonde. Movie Von Blonde. Well, he was the one that played the weird scientist in the movie From Belong, right? Really that, because my dog starts him, right? Well, he plays a detective. Again, you get the afterthoughts. Elias kills him. Oh, he kills this one man who's a con man. For some reason, he gets killed. You know, it's like in a circus, freaks and all that, and he gets killed. But the one memorable thing of all is they don't kill the woman, the reporter woman. But I always thought this scene was cheapy, right? Because the guy says to him, "Oh yeah, my brother wants to see you. He's really, really shy. He's your number one fan. He wants to see you, and then he wants to rip your face off." I told I'm doing a shit job. The way he does it is so cheap. It's just the way he delivers them lines. Oh, he wants to see you. He wants you up to death. And then after that, he wants to rip your face off. What's in the basket? What's in the basket? So she's running around, all the freaks are going near her. Elias jumps out, dives on her face. She thinks he's a goner, but he doesn't kill her. Doesn't. He actually does. Messes her face up, leaves her nasty deformed, makes a complete and utter mess out of her. And then our mate Elias looks at her and says, "You should look at yourself. You're a freak now too." Now this is a bit where I'm going to say about the twist ending. The girl who we fall in love with, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spoilers. She's a freak. She looks normal, right? He's about to make up with her, and he finds she's got this weird baby alien out of the stomach. Really good practical effect, and he goes ape shit. But Elias has also found another freak similar to him, and he's making out. There's a bit of a set scene, and it's a bit, oh god, doesn't affect though. But he's making out with this other one what's similar to him, and he goes in panic, Elias, and she falls out the window. And you got the idea she's brown bread. So he goes in panic mode, gets a baseball bat, whacks our mate on the head. So as I'm saying, knocks our mate out with a baseball bat after he was making out with his woman, and wakes him up. He stitches him with an eagle, stitches him all on his chest. The freaks come in, they all go fucking apeshit because of the death of the dirt, and he says this line, now Elias, we're back together. And you got the idea, he stitched his brother back up. Thing is though, when they did the third one, I think it was like one there after, it never really followed that on. You know what I mean? It just never followed that on, so I never did get why they did that scene. You know what I mean? They've just done it where he has to kill his brother and the freaks get him and they drag him out and it ends with a twist ending. But he stitched his brother up, like I say, we're now back together. Not you, dog. And end of movie into when they do the third one in 1992, if I remember rightly. But it's not a bad thing for what it is. I think it was 92, 91, but yeah, it's not that bad. But this one, yeah, it came out in 1990. Is it as good as the first one? No, because I think the first one, with it being a cheap budget and what they could do, and it was gruesome, it was dirty, it was bloodthirsty. In this one, you just see aftershots. You know, you've seen it in every other film. Red wine being spilt on the wall, fake blood being splurt everywhere. But you just see the aftershots of what the brother does. But saying that, I will give it its due, and I do like the practical effects. I like the makeup. I like the people who are gold freaks. I know it's not a nice word, but it's in the film. The way they look, you got a woman all distorted, you've got a guy who has a fog for a face, you've got one thing that looks like a freaking turd. All this was practical special effects. I say it again, practical special effects, not this CGI shit. That's why I fucking hate all the movies today. I hate them. When you go back into that era and you look at the effects and the makeup and you look at some of the shit that going on in movies nowadays, it's like, fuck me. But yeah, Plastic Taste 2 in 1990, not a bad one. Into then, have a good one. If you don't see me for a few days, I'll be at work. But hopefully after I'll be at work, you'll probably see me soon. But into then, be smart, be safe, and I'll see you later.